Alright, hello, welcome to the stream. If you're watching this later on, welcome to the VOD. Today we're going to be playing some Stardew Valley. We are starting a new farm today. We're going to be working on one of my last Steam achievements for the game. We only have a handful of achievements left to get on Stardew, but the one specifically that we're going to be working on is one that I have to do a bit of a Stardew taboo for. And that is go the Joja route. I've never done it on PC. In fact, I don't think I have done it on any of the versions of Stardew I have played. So this will be interesting. I haven't done a full Joja run before. So let's get into it. First though, we're gonna stop the music for now because that is incredibly loud. No, let's get over to the actual gameplay. So, we are going to try to make myself look somewhat like my VTuber, but that's not entirely feasible with Stardew. The yellow eyes aren't really going to work very well, so we're just going to go with Can we get like a purple? That'll work. Hair color is going to be white. That'll work. So that's more pink than purple. That'll work. Animal-wise, we will take a black cat. And that's good enough for hair. So we're going to call this Money Farm, since we're going the Joja route. And our favorite thing will be money, since we're going the Joja route. I think we're going to start... What farm would be good for Joja? I think we're going to go with Meadowlands, because I do really like the Meadowlands farm either way. Community Center bundles aren't going to matter, because we're not doing it. Mine rewards, we're going to go remixed, because that's just fun. We'll leave the profit margin normal. Alright, that should be fine. Just in case there's anyone who's watching who has not yet seen the intro, we're not going to skip it this time, even though I usually would. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have the sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. XX years later. That man is very excited. Me too, man. Me too. It's finally time to open the letter. Dear Io, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me, long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered the most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place where I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Money Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? Will do, Grandpa. Will do. I do love in the intro that it's not Pam driving the bus, even though that's like her entire thing is that she's the bus driver. Hello, you must be Io. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. This is Money Farm. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might have been a little more apt, though. Rude. Agree with Lewis on that one. Don't listen to her, Io. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you'll buy one of her house upgrades. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Alright, so we're into day 1. We've got 15 hay from Lewis to get us started. And the quest introductions and getting started. So the first thing I'm going to do is rearrange my tools to how I like them. Perfect. So this farm does start with some chickens, so we're going to run over to the coop. Seth says bitches. No, these are not bitches. These are chickens. Not female dogs. You tried, though. Proud of you for that, Seth. You probably better clean up the... You start talking about chickens and I show up. You know, you got a point. I did summon you with this. I did choose the one farm that starts with chickens. Fuck you. Hey, just happens to be my favorite one, okay? It's also the newest one. The rest of the farms just come with parsnips. This one's got chickens. I didn't check the chicken names since they're defaultly named. Shrimp and Tiny. It's kind of funny that that's named Shrimp since just before I started stream we were in Discord talking about radioactive shrimp. the entrance here toward Robin's, so we have some way to get out of the farm other than the main drag. I'm going to try my best to be organized with this farm because I have a tendency to usually let my organization just not happen at all for the first like 2 months of the save, and then it takes me forever to organize things. So let's try to not have a repeat of that. Alright, so we've cleaned up a little bit here, and we've got enough wood to make at least a chest. So we'll plop that one down. We'll make this one... We'll leave this one the default color. This will be for our basic materials. And I guess we'll try to clean up a little bit of this over here. And try to get at least 6 more pieces of wood so we can make a second chest where we'll put our forageables. By then we'll probably be pretty close to out of energy, so we'll try to introduce ourselves to some of the townsfolk, do some foraging, and see what we can find with just the scythe. We did hit level 1 foraging, or 2 foraging from that. Or is it 1? 1, not 2. Great, you start at level 0, not level 1. Alright, we'll make a second chest, and that will be... Father, I crave violence. I can't do violence yet. Violence doesn't get unlocked for about 11 days? I think, more or less, somewhere in there. I guess we'll put the hay in there because it is technically a product of farming. Right, so I guess we'll grab some of these forageables. Okay, I guess we'll grab that one singular forageable. Alright, we'll meet Harvey while he's coming out of his office, because he is a pain to meet. Marnie. Then we're going to swoop up this way and go meet Demetrius and Maru, since she wasn't at work. Hopefully she'll be up at the house. Yep, she is in the house with Demetrius. And Demetrius, we'll talk to Robin again, get that little friendship boost. Swing up this way and meet Linus, I suppose. Alright, Linus is right there, so we'll just meet him real quick. Hello, Linus. Then we'll go back down this way so we can start meeting more people and trying to find some more forageables. Alright, so we'll clean this out and get all this free fiber. so we've already spoken to Harvey, so I don't have to worry about him. There's Caroline and Jody. Here's Vincent. Evelyn is over here. We'll head into the bar and see what we can find for people. Just Gus. That's fine. There's George. There's Penny. Chuck the garbage can real quick. And now we'll meet Leah. Head over this way to meet Pierre. And I guess we will buy some seeds from Pierre. Just grab. We can get 6 cauliflowers. That is perfectly fine. Nothing good in Gus's trash can. Who all do we still have to meet at this point? Let's see, we've got Sam, who looks like he's at work based on that. Pam, Shane, Willie, who will not be available till day 2. Jazz, Wizard, who won't be available for a while yet. Haley, Sebastian, Clint, Alex, Emily, Abby, Elliot. Okay. Is that a weed? You're calling the cops? That's a microwave. Oh, and my inventory is full. Did I just hear a door close? Did Elliot leave his house? I'm not seeing him, but that doesn't mean anything. Good, it's a bit zoomed out here so I can actually see what's going on. Oh, it's Lewis. Here, Lewis, have this flower so I can hit this spot instead. Apparently find a book. 911, what's your emergency? Dear God. He dialed the microwave. Probably shouldn't be, like, fixing the spots that I till to get artifacts. Oh, there is Elliot. Well, that works out. There's Alex and Pam. Pam's over here. That's Abby up there. So let's see if we can grab her real quick. She went into the store. Okay, that's fine. We can still grab her. And Sam. Shouldn't have too many more to meet now. Clint, Emily, Sebastian, Haley. Okay. So we still do have quite a few. See if we can meet the sisters over here. Okay, they are... Oh, well, there's Haley. Anyone interesting in here? Nope, Sam is not home, and he's the only one I would want to meet still. I guess let's head up this. There's Sam. Sam. Oh, did I already talk to Sam? Didn't think I talked to him yet. Guess I did. So it's just Shane, Clint, Emily, Sebastian, and Jazz that I can meet today. Let's check the bar again, because that's probably where Shane is. Well, he wasn't there quite yet, but not far off the mark. I guess let's go this way, and we'll see if we can't. Because I don't... So Clint's shop is already closed, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get to him. Well, I guess let's check the bar and see if Emily's there. If she's at work, then we can talk to her today. If not, I'm just going to start looking for forageables. Oh, there she is. She's absolutely at work today. That works. Alrighty. Doesn't leave us with many more people to meet, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to eat this dandelion. I'm actually going to gift this leek to George. Cool. Wasn't trying to talk to you though, Muru. Because this is a loved gift for him. So now we can go home, plant our cauliflower, and water it. And then we can sell these clams. Might as well keep the stone and the cauliflower, or stone and fiber. Almost knock ourselves unconscious with all of our watering and chopping we have to do still. So we need to clear a little bit of room. Still have 5 energy. Let's do that. That leaves us with 3. One more hit. Okay, let's not risk any more. Drop off our resources, and we'll end our first day there. Alright, so that got us level 1 foraging, and $100. Alright. And we got our letter in the mail. It is Willie. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Signed, Willie. He's going to teach us how to fish. I am bad at the fishing in this game, but that's okay. That gives us the quest to the beach, which will get us access to Willie's shop and the bamboo rod. We've given our chickens attention. They still have plenty of food. So away we go. So we're going to start by doing a little bit of clearing in our field area. We'll leave that until it's full grown so we can get more wood out of it. And we got our first geode. We also got our first piece of coal, but I didn't even notice it until just now. Got some mixed seeds. But we're not going to worry about that too much right now. We'll put this stuff away and start making our way down to the beach. Because in the early game like this, fishing is going to be a good chunk of our money source. Instead of going this way, though, we're going to be smart, because we checked this way for forageables yesterday, so there's not going to be a ton. We're going to chop some fiber and kind of slowly work our way down this side of the farm to go down to the beach, where we'll then get our fishing pole and meet Willie. And I really should remember not to cut this grass unnecessarily so I don't end up wasting it when I could use it for feed. Just clean a little ways around the entrance here so it's not completely blocked. because we completely need it. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we get a horseradish. I feel like we turned that up just a hair too much. Okay, there we go. No, it's a little too quiet because now you can't hear it when I'm walking. That should be good. Alright, so now we are going to start making our way down toward... We're going to go down towards the forest first, check around for forageables, and then we'll make our way over to the beach and get our fishing pole. I know that technically you don't really have to collect any of the forageables until Saturday, because they'll just... That's when they reset spawns, is Sunday, but I'd rather grab them now a little bit earlier in, so we can get some quick foraging XP, and maybe get a little bit of money for them. We do like money on this farm. Okay, and we've got spring onions, perfect. These are worth basically nothing, but they work well as a quick boost for energy for fishing, and a little bit of crop clearing, and I believe Linus likes them as a gift, so it works out in the end there. Probably eat the gold quality one just to get it out of my bag, since it's taking up an extra inventory space by itself. That should be fine. Alright, and we've got our cutscene with Willy, so we're going to get our first fishing pole. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive, and hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. And that is us getting the bamboo rod. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. Hehe. That's what me old Pappy used to say anyway. I feel like Seth would probably say something like that too. So we can do that real quick, and that'll free up the fishing pole spot.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
Yes, most likely. But this dumbass caught an anchovy. And then sold it for 30 bucks. now we've got a sardine, which I'm also going to sell. I probably should just go back to the farm so I can drop off some of this stuff, but that would be smart, and we don't do smart around here. And we got another anchovy. I guess now we probably should head up towards town and try to see what we can do. Need an anchovy for a project I'm working on from Sam. Well, that's convenient. Let's see here. Just looking at his outfit, he is not at work. So I don't know where Sam is, but we're gonna find him and we're gonna throw an anchovy at him. Oh, hey. That was convenient. Have an anchovy. Hey, thanks a million, Io. I should have known it'd be you that take this job. What's that supposed to mean? You think I play with anchovies all day, Sam? Take it easy. Yeah, fair enough. I'm pretty sure that also... Yes, that also made Sam my closest friend in the entire valley. Because I threw a fish at him. Sounds like the normal way to make friends to me, honestly. Sell our horseradishes. We're going to keep our spring onions at the end of our inventory here so we can have them handy for restoring energy. And then I guess we're going to spend some time trying to clean up the farm a little more. So there's a lot of debris on the farm. And we're going to need to get, I think it's 300 wood to repair the bridge down by the beach for more foraging. I'm going to miss that rock, apparently. Okay, so now... They've got maple seeds on the ground here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this stuff in here so I can pick these up since I don't have enough room in my bag for the maple seeds. Then I'm going to come up here, open this up, and we're going to chop this tree down so I can replace it with a maple seed because maple syrup is a lot more useful to me than pine tar. Alright, that'll do. And then we've got one of each kind of tree up here, except for this is a spare pine. Actually, we'll leave that pine now that I've chopped it halfway down. Safety third and all. This is the pine we'll get rid of. When we do have the foraging level to make tappers, we'll be able to tap one of each tree, and then once that maple tree grows over there, we'll be able to tap that one too for maple syrup to give us a gift or sell with the artisan profession. Down to 21 energy, so I guess let's eat a few onions. Alright, perfect. Alright, need to eat a few more of these onions so we can try to keep working on the farm for now. Alright, so for the sake of not having to do this inventory sorting like 16 times, we're going to put most of our tools, except for our hoe, pickaxe, and axe, in the storage bin here. And that way, we don't have as much in our inventory. I did not think this through, because now I can't really deal with those weeds without wasting energy. Ah well, that'll be fine. We'll just do those another day. Alright, we got another level in foraging. Eat a couple more onions. We're at least making good progress on starting to clean up the farm a little. Granted, we have a massive farm, and this is just a tiny amount, but still, progress is progress. Alright, I think we'll call it there for now. Drop off our supplies. We'll get our tools back out. We're up to 201 wood already. So that's day 2. We'll go to sleep here. And with day 2 complete, we unlocked the crafting recipe for the charcoal kiln. Alright. Wednesday is the guaranteed rain day, so we don't have to water our crops today. So what we can do is just go right back to chopping trees and trying to clean up the farm a little more. I'm probably not going to leave the farm in general today. We're just going to spend as much time as I can cleaning this up until I start running out of energy. I'm probably not going to use any of my spring onions today, because I don't really want to waste all of my food before I unlock the mine, so we can finally get Seth the violins that he wants, the violins that he craves. In a row from someone that I work with, and I don't know what they're doing. Okay then. That message is getting ignored for now. Violence. Yes. Very much violence. Right now it's only violence against nature, though. That's right, we need to eventually clear down to this cave so we can get our cave stuff going here. I know it used to be better money-wise to get the mushrooms, but I think that it might be better now since you get the dehydrator with the, or do you, no, you get the dehydrator with the mushrooms. I don't think you get anything with the fruit bats, other than fruit. Either way, we're a little ways off of that. Got time to figure it out. Oh, on exactly 1 energy. So I guess that's that for that day. We're making some progress on cleaning up the farm, if nothing else. And we now have enough wood to actually clear, or fix that bridge. So we can get the forageables that are on the other side of the bridge. But that being said, I think we're still going to stay on the farm a little bit longer here. So we can try to just keep getting more progress on cleaning up the farm for now. Alright, our chickens are grown chickens now, which means we get our first eggs. They still... Oh, they were full-grown chickens yesterday, apparently, because we got 2 eggs on each chicken. And that also gets us a $100 reward for completing that. We have the quest to build a silo, but we have not got any clay yet, which we do need for the silo. And I think we need copper bars, so we're going to be waiting for the unlock of the mine for that too, which is, I think, tomorrow, maybe? Which is when Seth gets to finally get some violets. Save the eggs so we can make them into mayonnaise. Which, no, Seth, is not an instrument. Down this way, we should be able to get access to the cave. And then we're going to have to run around the farm when we run out of energy and pick up some of my mess, because I certainly have made a mess today. Okay, so the cave is cleaned out. We can get to it. We have no use for it right now, but we can get to it when we do have the ability to make use of it. And this will probably be the last tree I can cut down. I can... Oh yeah, we got 22 energy. So it'll be the last full tree we can cut down, but we still have 13 energy left. So let's break a couple branches. That puts us down to 10, 8, 6, 4, and that brought us to 2. So let's not do any more of that today, because we will probably knock ourselves out. But we are going to put away our resources and then go pick up the stuff that our inventory is too full for. I'm just going to throw out this one singular piece of sap because I'm not doing an extra run for one singular piece of sap. Alright. So we're now up to 517 pieces of wood, which means if we do desire to upgrade our house, we just need the money now. Okay. So it is now our first Friday. And if we go to the mailbox, our team members have removed the landslide. Perfect. So if we water our crops here and feed the chickens, we can go up to the mines. The mines are now open, which means Seth can finally get the violence he's been craving this whole time. In the name of not running out of inventory space, though, our inventory is going to be our pickaxe, our hoe, 2 hay, so I can feed the chickens real quick. Oh, I guess the chickens already had some hay. That's okay. We'll throw the eggs in the chest here. Now we can run up this way. Start working our way around to get to the mines. Find a horseradish along the way. We can put that in our bag to use as food as well. Linus is requesting that we do not destroy his tent because that's happened before, which is kind of sad. All right. I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there, but a dark place undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. And we have our first sword. The violence can commence. You received a rusty sword. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Works for me. And we've already got a ladder. Must be a good luck day. And a slime. So now we can actually act upon violence. There we go, Seth. If you're still watching, your violence has been achieved. We got our first bit of copper, which means Clint is going to swing by, and our first piece of amethyst. Yay! Violence! Okay, so I wasn't planning on marrying Abigail this playthrough, since, you know, I'm joining Joja, which is going to put her father's store out of business, most likely. But I'm getting a lot of amethyst. I think the game might be telling me something. Destroy Pierre's livelihood and marry his daughter. Are we just doing the anti-Pierre playthrough right now? This could be the anti-Pierre playthrough. Pierre is a very French name. Maybe we just don't like French people. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. Sorry, France. Booty when? Booty's gonna take a long time, Seth. Copper, on the other hand, is apparently not going to take us long at all, because we're getting a lot of that. Okay, so we got our first piece of coal from mining, which we're going to need a lot more than we need the wood, since we've already got quite a bit of that. Ladder finally. So we've made it to floor 5. It's 11 a.m., so we have plenty of time to keep going. And we got our first shirt, a backpack shirt, which I will take over my overalls. We don't really need the more bug meat. I do like the retaining soil, since I can't make it yet. Just gotta see if we can find the ladder so we can go to the next floor and commit more acts of violence. We're certainly getting our share of geodes, though. I don't know about violence, but we're certainly getting copper. Ooh, perfect. I see an earth crystal. We need that so we can make a mayonnaise machine. Which means we're gonna have to get rid of something else out of our inventory. Looks like the slime is going away for that. And we're going to eat our spring onions because we're starting to get low on energy here. Just eat them all. Be done with it, I suppose. Alright, and... oh, another earth crystal. And I'm pretty sure this is topaz. Yep. That is actually a rock crab, not a rock. Which I would know if I was paying any attention. Rock crab dropped an explosive for me to use. A polite. And that explosive dropped a ladder for me. But first, copper. Cave carrot, so let's drop the coal so we can eat that to restore more energy. We're just having good luck with this right now. And wood out of that, so that's not going to help very much. That's okay. And ladder. Nice. Ooh, quartz. Okay. I think we're going to stick with what we've got instead of trying to pick up the quartz right now, because the quartz is going to be requiring us to throw something out. I don't want to throw out any stone because we're going to need that for preserves jars. And I don't want to throw out my little bit of coal I have. Okay, another earth crystal. Do love to see that. Oh, and we got algae, which we can just eat this algae and it'll somehow not just make us incredibly ill. Alright, and ladder, so we can go down. Wow, lucky us, there's a ladder right there. Don't even have to break anything for the next one, but we're going to anyways. Got 2 more topaz, that's always nice. Violence for the sake of violence. Get a little more copper here. And kill all the monsters on this floor. And we got another ladder. I think we might have gotten all the copper now. Yep. So we can confidently hit the ladder. Hopefully this is... Ooh, it's a dagger. I think what we'll get rid of... 2 to 5 to 1 to 5. The dagger doing faster. I do... You know, we'll get rid of our geodes. Get rid of the geodes to keep the dagger. And now we're going to go back to the farm and drop some of this off. I guess we can probably swing by Pierre's along the way and see if Abby's there so we can hand her a purple rock along the way. It does not look like Abby's home. It is Friday though, so she might be at the bar. Let's see. Evelyn wants green algae for her soup, which I'm slightly concerned about, honestly. Why are you putting algae in your soup, Evelyn? What are you doing? And Abby was in fact at the bar. So here she goes. Thank you, this is my favorite stone. It's so pretty. First step on getting a goth girlfriend achieved. Who do I still need to meet? Clint, Jazz, and the Wizard. Clint is closed, but he will come to the bar later. Jazz, I'm assuming, is going to be back at her house. So let's run over there and see if we can meet this child. And then promptly forget about her and never speak to her again. Only the door is locked, so we will not be meeting her. That's fine. Okay, so Clint still hasn't made it over here. So I guess we'll walk over towards his house, and there he is. Good for you. I'm going to walk away now. And it's probably wait. Oh, it's not too late to put the retaining soil in. Nice. And we're gonna keep the rest of this because the sword I can't sell quite yet, so I have to be part of the Adventurers Guild for that. The earth crystals are going to be useful. The overalls I can put back into the main house itself in the dresser. So making the furnace, if I remember right, requires stone and copper. And we're going to get the recipe for that in the morning. So we'll call it there for now. We leveled up in mining. We got level 1 mining, which gives us the cherry bomb recipe. We made 240 bucks off of those topaz. And Clint. Clint says, "Hi there, good morning. I noticed you've been breaking some rocks and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ore you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Learned how to craft a furnace. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier." Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. Alright. Robin here. I know there's a lot of stone scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and can serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Swing by my shop with 75 stones and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. And a second letter. I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got an adventurer's spirit, that much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my Adventurers Guild. Be careful. Signed, Marlin. Sadly, it does not include the ones that we murdered yesterday. So we are going to make our first furnace, and we'll just plop it here. So we do have enough as long as we don't... accidentally make a second furnace, we should be able to, oh, that's right, that was already full. Okay. Because they're eating the grass out here, that would be why. So as long as we don't make a second furnace, we have enough that we can make 6 copper bars, which is enough to make a single upgraded tool. So we'll use our watering can to water the rest of these cauliflower. Perfect. And then the closest source of water is up here through the chicken pen. That'll work. Okay. And probably let that cook for now because it's going to be a little while before we can really do much of that. We're going to get 300 wood out. And then for tools, we're going to bring fishing pole and our hoe with our 300 wood. And since it is Saturday, we're going to spend today trying to get some foraging done and seeing about getting a little bit of progress made by fixing that bridge. Any time we've got left, we'll spend doing a bit of fishing so we can earn a bit of money, because we're going to need to upgrade our backpacks soon. As soon as possible, really. And we've got the community center cutscene. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it, anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it, it's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. In fairness, Lewis, that is exactly what George does too, and he's certainly not a young folk anymore. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Nah, well. If anyone else buys a Joja Co. membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Here, let's go inside. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. What? What's the matter? Are you ill? No, I'm seeing dancing apples. You saw something. I wouldn't be surprised if this place is full of rats. It's another dancing apple. You're worrying me, Io. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Strange. I'll have to come back here and explore this building further. Yeah, but only so I can meet the wizard. We have to do a Joja run for this playthrough so I can get the achievement. Alright, we've looked at the strange plaques, so now we can just move on. So, we've got the daffodil that was down here. Nothing too crazy over this way. I'm not seeing much over this way. But I'm going to swing by Pierre's store so I can sell this stuff. 3 carp. We'll accept the quest, but I don't know if we'll actually do it. So, we sell our daffodils and dandelion. Talk to the goth girl. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the back route up this way. Go up by the mountains, look around, see if we can find anything to dig up or to pick up. Free carrots. Then we'll cycle back to the farm, drop anything off there, grab that amethyst, and then start heading down towards the beach. Can't tell if there's... Nope, that's just the ground decoration. Nothing actually there. We probably will wrap up stream after this day. Pretty tired and I want to get some sleep before I have to go to work tomorrow. This will be, I think today's technically the 7th day because it's the 6th day and you start on day 1. Well, I mean it's the last day of the first week either way, so we'll wrap up stream after today. NANI? Yeah, I know. It's very strange to think that I do sleep occasionally. Doesn't happen too often. We'll throw a leak at Linus. That's a good find. I'm always happy when eating wild food. Thank you. I don't need new friends. Good for you, Linus. I'm still going to throw stuff at you until you teach me how to make wild bait. And, sashimi, or however you pronounce it. I think we are going to hold on to the gold quality leek instead of selling it. Because the gold quality one specifically is a good gift for George, since he considers gold quality leeks, or leeks in general, a loved gift. Grab this amethyst so we can throw it at the local goth girl. Throw these in our sell bin along the way. And I guess we'll go back to the store and see if the goth girl is still there. Oh. Hey, that's the little one I need to meet. Okay, so we finished our meeting people quest. So that's going to give us the quest to give a gift. The local goth girl is here, so I'm going to throw her favorite stone at her. Which will finish that quest and give us $100 more. Alright. Nothing in the trash. So I guess let's head over this way, check over by Joja, and check over by the museum for any forageables. Alright, we've got a daffodil. And another one. Nothing up this way that I'm seeing. I'm not going to bother with all that fiber right now. So we'll go down the other way here where we've got more daffodils. Nothing of use in the museum's trash can. Alright, so on the beach we've got a oyster. We've got cockle. We can fix this bridge real quick. Perfect. So now we can pick up all of this coral. Mussel. More coral. And the sea urchins hiding back here. So we're going to just drop all this right to Willy so he can give us some money if he's in his shop. So if we can sell this all to Willy real quick, that'll free up the inventory space, and then we can go the other way down towards the forest. He's not in his shop, so that's not going to work. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do it that way. So instead we'll go back up to the left here. Go over towards the forest. There shouldn't be a ton over there because we did just clear it out a couple days ago. Alright, so there is dandelion already. Fortunately, we are only one thing away from filling our bags space-wise, though. So let's head up this way and see if there's anything else. Is that? Yeah, it was just a bush. Okay. Thought there might have been something behind the bush. Another dandelion over here. If it's still silver quality, we can keep going. Okay, yep, still silver quality. So we can just keep going. Alright, and a horseradish down here. So that fills up our bag. I'm just going to peek over here and see if there's a lot of forageables. If there's a lot of forageables, we'll have to empty our bag and come back. There's a lot of forageables because there's a ton of spring onions down here. So we're going to have to empty our bag and come back. Either that or... yeah, because they can be 3 different qualities. So let's just go put this stuff away. Then we'll come back, grab that, and throw it in our bag for food for later. And then we can go up to the lake and we'll finish out the day, whatever's left of it, with some fishing before we run out of time and have to go to bed. Okay, I'm glad I emptied out my inventory because we ended up with all 3 qualities of spring onion. So spring ones restore 23 energy, silver 18, and regular 13. So we'll start heading up towards the lake, spend a little bit of time we have left for the day doing a bit of fishing, try to get something worth selling. We should get a good bit of money from the forageables that we got, but we could always use more. Because I think the Joja community forum unlock is like 5k. The bag upgrade that we're going to need is 2k, if I remember correctly. We're eventually going to need 10k for the house. Got a lot of upgrades to purchase, so we'll catch what fish we can before we go to sleep. Or I'll just run into a rock because I get distracted. You know, 50-50. Just go down to my favorite spot for the lake. Well, that's one of the 3 carp we need for the quest from Demetrius, I believe it was. Broken CD, not quite what we were hoping for. Guessing this is another carp by the way it's acting. Sure is. Heard my phone vibrate, and my brain processed it like it was the fish. Alright, we got a chub here. And another chub. And we got a bullhead. This will probably be our last cast of the night here. Ooh, we do have the option to get a treasure chest. Let's get that, see if we get anything good. Do a little bit of gamba. And we got our third carp out of that. We got rice shoots, a geode, and 10 bait. Guess we'll put the CD in the trash so we can keep the bait when we get the fiberglass pole. So we're ending today with 0 farming, 1 mining, 3 foraging, and 1 fishing, and 0 combat. Not too bad for our first couple days of Stardew. We're going to sell the fish. We'll keep the rice shoots because we can plant those. Well, actually, I don't know if we'll have time to plant them tonight, but we can... To be fair, we don't have to water them because they will water themselves. As long as we're quick and there's a clear spot by the river. We might be... No, it's not going to be... We're not going to have enough time tonight. So we'll put the geodes away. We'll put the bait in here as well. The fish are going to go in the sell bin. Spring onions we'll put in here for now. The rice shoots I'm going to move to the end of my inventory so I remember to plant them. Put the water pitcher in here. Sell our fish. And then we'll run to the bed. So level 3 foraging got us a higher axe proficiency, the recipe for cookout kit, and moss soup. Fishing level 1 got us fishing rod proficiency +1 and nothing else. Foraging earned us $1,100 today, with $392 that were considered fishing. Total of $1,492 for the day. The big thing was probably, yeah, the coral and the sea urchin. That's the main reason I wanted to unlock that side of the bridge. And then fishing-wise, our big winners for fish were the chub, because they were $50 each, and the bullhead, which is $75. Not too shabby. So that is where we're going to wrap up for the night, because I do need to get some sleep before work in the morning. So just to kind of recap on how we're doing after week 1, we have $2,500. We have 0 farming, 1 mining, 3 foraging, 1 fishing, and 0 combat. The only people we've earned a heart with are Sam and Abigail, who are both sitting at 1. Money farm is still exactly where it should be. It hasn't mysteriously moved since I'm accidentally clicking on the map. We have the ability to make cookout kits now, but we have not yet made one. And we're not having sold very much yet, but we'll get there. And Shrimp and Tiny are both at a half a heart. So yeah, that's where we're going to wrap up stream for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will probably learn how to speak eventually. I will probably be live tomorrow, most likely sometime around 9:30 Eastern time in the afternoon, not in the morning, because I do have to work tomorrow. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.